What's going on, my little pineapple eating motherfuckers? By the way, I never knew there was so many people that like fucking pineapple. It's like I have the whole fucking army of the pineapple eaters, so what am I gonna do? Alright, since there's nothing left to talk about AMC wise, I mean, actually no, there was one thing. I'll do it really fast. If you do the count back in January, let's say it would have went up to $500. That means by now, conservatively, we would just at $500, say 7 months, would be like $3,500 to $4,000. That's if we were just to say $500, okay? So if you average it up between 5 and 8, which is what I was doing, taking the 4 weeks, looking at the averages of what's going in and out, the volume, price, the dips, the whole thing. So that's where we're at. So if anybody has, I don't know, can this really go down any further? Just do your math. Do 800 times 7. We've been 7 months in this thing. That's what the real price is, should be, and what you're seeing is bullshit. So moving on. Yeah, I got a little bit angry on the last little video, just pointing out some things to the men. I love everybody in this. I really fucking do. Like, for real. Like, I'll share my meal with people. Like, I don't care. It's just at a certain point, when that side looks at us like, you know, like a group of transmifradites. Anyway, moving on. Let me give you a couple of fun things to laugh at, and then I'll let you rest, because I realized over these last 2 months, certain things will happen. When it's good, nobody contacts Lou. You know, some people are like, yeah, Lou, we're climbing. When it's bad, it's like, what the fuck, Lou, why is it happening? This is the devil, and you in hell. You already know that. So tomorrow, you know, I'm gonna watch the line and everything. That's all it is. And I understand, you know, when you guys, if you guys ever go down this deep rabbit hole and you start to basically be like in this all day long, you become fucking numb to it. Like, somebody could call me tomorrow and be like, fucking, Lou, Jesus just landed on Wall Street. Yeah, for real, like real Jesus. Like the sandals and the ponytail, like he just came down. He's gonna fuck everybody up. I would be like, all right, no problem. I'll tell Jesus I'll see him later. You get numb, especially with this. You know, like normally I never used to get like the phone calls. You know, an email back and forth. You still in? How you doing? Whatever. You want me for fucking pizza or something? How long you in New York for? That kind of stuff. This has been. So tomorrow I know what's gonna happen. And like I said, if they drop it down, everybody I already knows is gonna go and buy more. Remember when let me shut the fuck up on that one. Bill, I almost said something. Oh. All I can tell you is this. That's the alarm. Let me shut the fuck up. All I can tell you is this. 7 months, do the math, and you'll know exactly where we're at. I got a cover, it doesn't matter, TikTok. Moving past that, let me tell you about some funny fucking things. I just went over memory lane with Mikey on the phone. We were just talking about jobs Benito had. And, you know, it's just funny because that's one motherfucker that could survive the apocalypse. Whatever, like I said, if he was in this, and he is in this indirectly, if he was in this, like the devil would have covered already, just to get rid of that motherfucker. Benny took a job one time, you know, like when people would cut trees or trees fall down, there's a stump in the front lawn, like a storm goes by and they gotta remove it. Well, him and this other fucking Puerto Rican fucking from I don't know where they got an idea that they were gonna go pull tree stumps out after a big storm that came up here. And they just thought, how many downed trees are there in New Jersey? I forgot what storm. I don't even fucking remember. I'll remember tomorrow, but today I'm too tired. They had this fucking plan. You know, they go up, I'll remove your tree trunk. How much? It could be $100, you know, whatever. And for people, like, fuck yeah. But some of these fucking New Jersey tree trunks, they were fucking huge. So they had this fucking idea. Okay, they got this fucking giant, like, Ford 350 type monster, like, fucking monster truck. And it had this big gorilla tire. You ever seen those tires that people use for CrossFit? Like, those fucking big tires in the back. So they tied a fucking chain to the trunk. They put the big gorilla tire underneath the chain, so the chain's over it, like almost acting like an axle. And they were pulling those trunks all through the neighborhood. They were making fucking 100, 800, there, 100. By the time they were going down the street, they were fucking close to racking up 1,000 something. They're close to $2,000 a day. That was until one day Benny's partner called it sick and told Benny, go take the truck. Go earn us a living. Fucking last famous words. So Benny goes out there and he spots a neighborhood with fucked up trees. And he goes up to the first door. Hi, my name is Benny. I thought I could help you out. I could take that trunk out. I said, it's $100. I could take care of it for you. You know, people are like, for $100? Because that shit costs more. Because they designed this fucking like way of using the monster truck, this bird gorilla tire, and the chain. So he would pull the truck out, put force on it, and as the tire would move, the chain acted like a lever over the tire, almost catapulting the fucking the trunk out until he met that one tree. So Benny fucking went to this house and they had like a super tree in the front, and the lady was like, oh my god, I really love that tree, you know, I wish it could grow back. And I think technically it could in 500 years, but Benny had to make his payola. That tree was going. So Benny pulled up the fucking trunk, took out that big gorilla tire, wrapped that fucking trunk up with the fucking chain, tied it to the back of the truck. Ready? And he's fucking stepping on the gas and he's fucking throwing it in gear. And this fucking trunk is going, fuck you, I'm not leaving this alone. I've been in this neighborhood since Jesus walked this earth. So fucking Benito, not being a fucking smart fucking person when it comes to things like that, he floors this motherfucker. You ever met those people that believe that if it doesn't work, you're not applying enough brute strength? That's Benny. So all of a sudden, Benny's in the truck and he's not even looking back. He's just looking forward now. He's fucking angry. He's fucking bringing this car up to like this truck to like a point where it's like it can move the Great Wall of China. All of a sudden, Benny tells me the truck just felt so light, like it was flying. That's because that giant tree trunk, the roots gave out. It rode on top of the fucking tire, and the tree trunk was flying into the fucking house. Big fucking expensive house in New Jersey. It was like the size of a Volkswagen. This thing fucking went into the house, almost killed the fucking family. So, fucking Benny. It's fucking now, the truck is tied to the truck, and the chain. And Benny has to make a decision. He's not insured. He's not no licensed fucking contractor. It's time to be gone. The problem was, he wasn't gonna go undo the chains. He thought he could just step on the gas and go. He fucking took down half a brick wall. It was fucking ridiculous. He made his getaway. That was Benny's last day as being a landscaper. He can never go back to New Jersey. They wanted that fucking truck. They probably put like all kind of fucking hits on it, but I digress. The other fucking job that he had, he was a window cleaning guy at what the fuck was it called? Windows of the World on World Trade Center on the top. And he said it was the easiest job in the world. You just go, you spray some Windex, done. Fucking one window, one window, one window. He was banging out. He was fucking making breakfast for himself in the back. He loved that fucking job. It's like the best fucking view in the world. And I used to crack the fuck up because I actually helped him get that job. He was making a bank. A fucking guy with a Windex bottle and a fucking squeegee. He was probably making more than some fucking doctors do their first year of residency. You know those fucking union job, people know people, they need one guy just to do it. I think it was like a safety type thing. I don't know what the fuck it was. But all I know, they asked me, listen, do you know a guy that could come in the morning, do these fucking windows, we'll give him the keys, everything's okay? I said, I know a guy, he's like my brother. I could vouch for him. No problem, tell him to come tomorrow, we'll take care of him. So Benny's thinking about what the salary they were giving him, the benefits and everything. He was fucking taken care of. They gave him a fucking squeegee, a rag, and a fucking Windex bottle, and like there's like this big blue thing on the side. It was like a 55-gallon drum of fucking like industrial strength Windex. And his job was all the windows and windows of the world had to be crystal. Because that's what people paid for. Fucking, for all you retards that used to be down in the trading desk, remember those fucking $35 club sandwiches? Tastes like fucking death. All the food tasted like shit in that fucking place. Everything. But it was convenient because it was just one elevator right up. Fucking food was disgusting. All the food was disgusting down there. Really, it was. It was horrible. People used to say, why didn't you go to lunch down there? So fucking everything was disgusting. Anyway, moving on. Digress. So Benny has his fucking job. He's fucking squeegeeing. Nobody's up there. He's cooking breakfast for himself in the morning. It's a fucking scream. Back then, he was calling people on the phone. Hey, what are you doing? Now I'm on top of the world. That was his fucking joke. I'm on top of the world. He technically was. Until one day, I laugh at this because we almost thought we lost Benny on 9/11. It was a tragic fucking day. Like, fucking, like, you know. Anyway. So everybody's fucking heartbroken because we knew Benny worked in the towers. And what are you gonna do? I felt like fucking like shit because I'm the one that got Benny that fucking job. I fucking killed my own brother here. And you couldn't go downtown because they locked everything up. So trains were done or whatever. And it was like, you're ready for like the bad fucking news. And all of a sudden, somebody screams out the window, Benny's alive. He's in jail. Somebody has to go bail him out. And the funny thing about it was like, we had one old lady in the neighborhood that everybody remembered her phone number. So in case you got fucked up, you would call there because she was always there. She had one of those like half a foot, like it was always trembling. She never left the apartment. So she was the best phone number that if you got to leave a message, hey, listen, hey, it's Louis. Yeah, listen, I got in trouble with you. Tell my brother or tell Benny or tell Frank. It was like that. Benny that morning, going to work, got into like I'm not gonna call it like a bum argument, fight, whatever, but they used to be somebody, New Yorkers, they used to be people selling a newspaper called Street News. It was like a newspaper for the homeless people. You buy it for $1, it helps the homeless guy out. He buys it from a printer, it's like 10 cents, whatever. So Benny always used to, let me get the paper. So Benny buys the paper from the guy, and it's no problem because Benny's good people. He's reading that paper, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the guy comes back and tells Benny, where's my $1? So Benny's like, don't be fucking stupid, I gave you the $1, come on, guy. And no, you didn't give me the $1. Either give me the $1 or give me back the newspaper. And Benny's fucking pissed because he gave him the fucking $1. So he telling him, listen, guy, not for nothing. Stop fucking around. So the guy starts getting irate because what he wanted to do was he wanted to get an extra $1 or take the paper and sell it somewhere else. Remember what I told you about Benny? Benny will give you the last $1 he has. You try to take $1 from that motherfucker, you better be prepared. So sure enough, this idiot tried to grab the paper. Fucking Benny ogred him. He fucking grabbed him and anyway, so Benny, he's being held down in central booking which is not near, but near World Trade Center, just on the opposite side. It's like all the courts in it and the other side, whatever. But the problem was we couldn't go down to get Benny because you couldn't go south of 14th Street. So Benny was behind enemy lines. So it's kind of fucked up. Then phone communication went down, whatever. And then they were moving people like to different precincts and stuff. So we lost Benny for like about 5 or 6 days or some shit like that. We just lost him. But we finally, we eventually found him. We bailed him out. And we just didn't know where he was at. We just knew he was in the system. And he showed up. Benny was so deep in the fucking hole. He came out, he's like, man, I'm gonna lose that fucking job, man. I can't fucking believe this shit. 5 fucking days, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So Benny, your fucking job is fucking smoke. It's gone, man. There's no more windows. He said, what are you talking about? They fired me? What the fuck? They actually fired me? I get in a fight with a fucking bum and the fucking cops fucked me over. Don't want to fucking tell me what's going on because they weren't telling them what's going on because it was like state of emergency shit. And everybody was running downtown, so it's like one half a person. I'm not saying anything. So when they finally released him, he didn't fucking know what was going on. By the time he had people were like crying in the street, and it's true, it was fucking tragic. But Benny didn't know nothing. Benny was the last New Yorker to find out that the World Trade Center went down. He just fucking didn't know shit. Showed up in the neighborhood. I'm gonna lose my fucking job. This fucking bullshit. I can't believe this shit. I had my fucking job taken care of. Like literally, he had his recipe down. Like, oh, what did they leave in the refrigerator from last night? Like that. So, Benny, you lucky motherfucker, because you would have been first class on that airplane when it came in. Like literally, like you would have been the fucking. I always tell them all the time, you escaped first class. All right. Benny had a job torching a restaurant one time, which was hilarious because the guy that paid him to torch the restaurant, because it wasn't doing good or whatever, you know, that kind of shit. People in restaurants in New York, they used to do that shit. They used to just fucking do the fire special. So anyway, Benny just fucking light up the restaurant. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna collect the insurance. I'm gonna go to Florida. So somehow or another, the guy got a change of mind. Like, yeah, I don't want to do it and whatever. Let me go stop him, whatever. Too fucking late, man. Benny fucking rigged this fucking thing up to blow. The fucking thing about it was, at the restaurant, had two, at the back where people take out the garbage and stuff, in the front, you know, where you walk in. This fucking guy opened up the door. Hey, Benny, it's me. I almost said his name. Hey, Benny, it's me. All of a sudden, fucking ball of flames took him and fucked him up. Threw him in the fucking street. Even his Payless shoes, his fucking Tom McCann's were on fire. Hey, Benny didn't know anything. Benny just fucking lit the place, whatever. He fucking went home. He was getting $2,000. What the fuck he cares? All of a sudden, the wife shows up in the neighborhood, and she's like, "Why did you burn the restaurant?" I'm not gonna say the name. He went there to stop you. You set him on fire. He said, "What are you talking about? There's nobody in the restaurant." We went to see him in the hospital. Fucking guy had no eyebrows. He was fucking scorched. Fucking Benny backdrafted him. When he opened that door, I guess he opened up a fucking wind tunnel, and that thing just went. He fucking stood in flames. It was cool. It was no big deal. But they fucking blew him backwards. I think the blast that sent him backwards with that. So Benny was technically like a half an arsonist. And at the end of the day, the fucking damage was nothing to the restaurant. Just because of the fucking door opening up, it just took this fucking guy out, man. So it was crazy. Benny didn't refund the $2,000. Benny was straight on that deal. He wanted a fire, he got a fire. So that was it. And the fucking guy lived in the neighborhood. He was walking around with no fucking eyebrows. I mean, it's the funniest thing in the world. I was like, dude, we used to call him fucking Fuego. That's Spanish for fire. What's up, Fuego? He's like, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everybody. Be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I see you too, motherfucker. We used to fuck with him all the time. We used to be like, damn, it's hot out here. I used to do the fucking Prince thing with him all the time. What's up, Fuego? That's some fucked up shit. That's my have fun with the Benny stories. Benny did a lot of fucking jobs that used to crack me the fuck up. He used to get, he had a job recovering taxi cabs, because sometimes people would pay for a cab for the day, like the medallion wise, and try to keep it longer to make the money, to get back the money that they paid for the cab. So they hired him to go out there and get the cab back. It's fucking funny. Some of the people he used to just fucking grab out of the cab. And they were all like, you know, like wild Pakistanis, like crazy fucking people. Like they were like literally in their country, they would tie us up and fucking try to whatever. And Benny used to just be like, all right, listen, I gotta take the cab back. I'm like, no, you cannot like this the way in my seat. Benny was like, look, get the fuck out or I'm gonna fuck you up. It was one of those type of things. Except for one time, there was this one little crazy wacky packy, we called him. He fucking went nuts. He tried to fucking go Rambo on Benny. That was the wildest thing ever. It was a Times Square fight. Benny for ISIS. Times Square. Because that's where they all used to hang out. You go to areas where they go to, this is before GPS. And you start looking for them. They hang out by the whole hotel, like the hotel theater district. And you go to a couple of places, yeah, boom, then you get your money, you find the cab. Each fucking guy tried to fight back. That was the funniest thing in the world. If we had cameras, like digital cameras, like phones, back then, I would be a billionaire. I would be Benny's manager, and he would be bigger than any fucking comedian the whole world has ever seen. Like, when I get older, like, I literally want to grow old next to Benny, because that motherfucker will have me in tears to the day I die. And he doesn't even know how funny he is. That's the funny fucking thing. You know, so... fuck that fucking little wacky packy. He fucking took us there. You're not taking my cab. He's like, it's my fucking cab now. Because Benny was going to make money if we took the cab back. And they fucking right there started going at it. Fucking Benny's running his head to fucking park cars, taking up garbage cans. Fucking idiot. That wasn't the job description. But what do you expect? You put Benny on the job, he's going to get the cab. So he lost that job too. So after that Times Square fight, it was like the TLC, Taxi Limousine and Commission, they called up the fucking cab like, what the fuck is going on? You can't do that shit in the tourist district. They got rid of Benny. Fuck it. I know, AMC to the moon, whatever, tomorrow. I told you they got it covered, so it doesn't matter. I'm not even gonna get into them all. Love you motherfuckers, Monty, I love you. Get some rest.